and welcome all you basketball fans for another installment of high school basketball. Tonight, the 0-3 Austintown Fitch Lady Falcons visit the 5-1 Poland Lady Bulldogs. And Brandon, tonight it seems kind of like a matchup of David versus Goliath. Fitch coming into this game a little bit struggling, and Poland kind of a powerhouse. Fitch averaging about 38 and a third points per game. Poland averaging well over 47. What do you think the Falcons have to do to try to knock off this really good Bulldog team?
Well, they're going to need to get their sets down, absolutely down pat, and they're going to need to limit the turnovers extremely, a lot more than they have lately, for sure. They're going to need to establish role players, too, on offense. They're going to need to find shooters that are actually not afraid to shoot the ball and shoot it at a pretty good clip and just keep their defense where it is, because that's where they've had the most success thus far.
Absolutely agree with you, Brandon. And I mean, the defense is not the problem. And I mean, when we talked with Coach Schnernberger, he said if we could just play first halves of basketball, we'd be 3-0 right now. It's finishing out those games. And that transition from the first to the second half of games where the Falcons seem to struggle the most. They play very good first half basketball, but once you have to make the adjustments in the second half, it seems like that is where the Falcons are struggling. As right now, Jackie Grisdale meets in the middle with Chelsea Wheeler, and Grisdale wins the tip, and the Bulldogs have the ball. As right now, with the ball, that is Mary Brandt. Goes inside pass, beautiful inside pass, too easy. Abby Farber with the shot, puts it up, puts it in, easy 2 points for the Bulldogs, and they jump out to an early 2-0 lead. Falcons trying to establish a position now, trying to get down low, but they've been stuck with these perimeter passes much of all their games. Trying to go inside now. They go swing outside, back out. They get it to Emma Bartlett in the corner, who hoists up a three. No good for Bartlett. Running in transition now are the Bulldogs. They work it to the mid-range, up and in again. That one was Mary Brandt. Another basket, 4-0. Bulldogs lead it early. And what do the Falcons have to do, Brandon, to avoid? They don't want to get down into an early hole right now. What do the Falcons have to do to stay ahead of the game?
Well, they can't get flustered, and they got to look for the open pass as Jordan finds it there. I mean, you have to find your cutters. You have to get the open people the ball.
As we see, Chelsea Wheeler was able to bank that one in, cut into the Bulldog lead. 4-2 now. Falcons trail it. Trying to run inside, wide open from the corner three, no good. Rebounded by the Falcons. Rebound goes to Jocelyn Jordan. Falcons are slowing it down. Maybe it's that too. I mean, we've seen the Falcons, they try to run in transition a lot. They have trouble when they get into these half-court sets, trying to get some sort of fluidity on offense going. And that's where Coach Schnernberger's really been trying to work with his girls, and his team is trying to get that half-court offense working more consistently. As Maddie McCann loses the ball, trying to drive inside, stolen away by Ella Harrell.
And you'd think they would have wanted to run in transition there. You know, they kind of slowed it down. And I think they could have a lot of success in transition, especially, you know, with the size advantage, at least that we're seeing on the floor.
As right now, Harrell swings it out right. That's Brandt. Brandt looking for a screen, has to pass it and hand it off. Klucher went inside. Chelsea Wheeler got a hand on it. That's going to be called a jump ball. Falcons get it on alternating possessions. And I think that's the key, too, tonight, Brandon. I mean, just like where the Falcons need to operate better in half court, they also need to get, I would figure, Poland back into that half court. Because Poland, very good, very quick to run out ahead of you. They get into those transition. They get a lot of transitional buckets because they're always ahead of the 8 ball. If you could force them into the half court offense, you have a much better chance of beating this Bulldog team. As Jocelyn Jordan couldn't hook that shot in. Now they're running in transition. Here's an example of it right now. And put it in. That's Mary Brandt. She gets 2 on the board, 6-2. Bulldogs lead it.
And it makes it look easy when it's in the fast break like that. Easy layup for Poland, that is.
And they do a very good job. Out, kicks it to Emma Bartlett. Emma Bartlett drives inside, puts up a wayward shot. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Now running in transition again. Falcons do a good job of getting ahead of it, but Bulldogs find an open seam. Could not capitalize on it. Another jump ball as both players fall to the ground. It'll go to the Bulldogs on alternating possessions. But that's the problem with it, Brandon, is this team is so good at just doing the basics as the Bulldogs, and they're so good at getting out ahead of you, and transitional buckets come so easy to them because every player knows their role and knows where they're supposed to be. As that three-pointer is hoisted up, no good. Fighting for the rebound, and there's going to be yet another jump ball. This time goes to the Falcons. 3 jump balls within the first 3 minutes of the game, and the Falcons get possession down 6-2, 4:51 left in the first quarter of play.
Well, that's what Austintown's good at, though, Ty, is those scrappy possessions, getting the ball, playing tremendous defense out there, trying to create a turnover right now, just can't get it to fall for them.
Falcons are going to have to play Poland to their defense and not allow Poland's offense to take control of this game, because if this becomes a game about Poland's offense, as we see right there, strip stolen away, nobody in front of her, up and in, easy 2-point bucket. Adds Jackie Grisdale in an 8-2 Poland lead. And mistakes like that you are going to have to limit against this Bulldog team if you are the Falcons. As Maddie McCann steps into a 3, could not sink it. And the Falcons continue to struggle from beyond the arc. And they're going to take a quick timeout. And Coach Schnernberger needs to talk with his team. What are you seeing out there right now from the Falcons, Brandon?
A lot of offensive woes right now. A lot of shots not falling. A lot of just contested shots, to start the game. Throwing up some kind of weird floaters from the mid-range. Just got to settle in. You got to not be afraid to play some basketball. Set some screens for them, some nice hard screens, and drive to the basket or set your feet and shoot the ball.
I think that's a great point you make too, Brandon, because, when we see the Falcons, there's not a lot of off-ball movement with what we're seeing. It's always they kind of get to their set, and the players are just kind of waiting for their pass, and they're running through the motions, and you're going to need to move the ball very fluently. You're going to have to move it efficiently, and you got to move it in a way where you're not going to give the ball over to Poland many times because the Bulldogs will take advantage of your turnovers.
Right, you got to play clean basketball, but you need something to happen that's not happening with the ball carrier.
As right now, that's with the ball. That was Grisdale. Hands it off to Brandt. Brandt finds the seam, puts a shot up, couldn't get that one down. Emma Bartlett pulls down the rebound. And Maddie McCann now bring it up to Bartlett. Bartlett trying to find a pass, has to go to the corner to Creaky. Creaky out to Maddie McCann, in between the legs, now to Chelsea Wheeler. Chelsea Wheeler has to go back out to Bartlett. Bartlett goes for the drive, kicks it to the corner, back to Bartlett now. Bartlett trying to find somewhere, goes to Maddie McCann. Pass was a little over her head, able to keep it, were the Falcons though. And same thing of just swinging it around that half circle right there from the top of the key to the wing to the corner, as now Jocelyn Jordan has it, puts it up from mid-range, could not bank that one in, rebounded by the Bulldogs. That was Grisdale. Grisdale running in transition, gets it to the corner, loses the handle on the ball, was Brandt. Brandt now trying to drive, Jocelyn Jordan covering, hands it off to Daniels. As Allie Daniels with the crossover move, beautiful move by Daniels, up no good though, could not finish the bucket, but a beautiful move by Daniels nonetheless to get open. As now Maddie McCann kicks it to Zeta Creaky. Zeta Creaky does the crossover. Mid-range shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Coming away with it is Grisdale. Grisdale again running the Bulldogs in transition. By Maddie McCann. Grisdale floating shot up, no good. Rebounded by Jordan. As now Maddie McCann will bring it back up. Maddie McCann finds Creaky in the corner, back out to Jocelyn Jordan, who takes a 3, misses, everything goes out of bounds, back to the Bulldogs. And maybe the 3-point shot is something the Falcons are going to have to shy away from right now because they are not finding much success from that arc.
That's where I'd lean, Ty. If you're going to take them and they're just not going to fall, then why even bother right now? And just drive it inside. Force them to foul, you get to the line, and you can get your tempo up too.
Zariana Daniels gets it out to Grisdale. Grisdale now to Brandt in the corner. Brandt drives it inside, back outside. 3-pointer from Daniels, no good. Or excuse me, Grisdale that was. Back out now, Fitch running back in transition. Fitch trying to get ahead of the 8-ball, but the Poland Bulldogs so good at stopping transition games. As Ayla Ray now with the ball. She is trapped in the corner, has to go out. Emma Bartlett trying to work her way out of it and back to the top of the key for Maddie McCann. As Emma Bartlett works it inside, Chelsea Wheeler shot up and good. Nice shot by Chelsea Wheeler with the contact of the Bulldogs all around her. Able to stay scrappy, put it up, put it in. Falcons cut it a little bit more into this Bulldogs lead.
And the Falcons need to look for more of those cuts to the basket.
Grisdale finds a wide open seam, and she absolutely takes advantage of it. Another 2 for Grisdale on the board, 10-4 Bulldogs lead it. Minute 45 left in the first quarter. Ayla Ray finds Zeta Cricky. Zeta Cricky backs up. Three-point shot is up. No good. Off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels now running the Bulldogs in transition. Daniels with the crossover to her left. Finds the corner. That is Brandt. Brandt with Emma Bartlett on her back out to Daniels, and now the Bulldogs will slow it down a bit. Back out Daniels now, kicks it to the corner. That's Harrell. Now inside shot is up and good. Another 2 for the Bulldogs, and the lead extends a little bit further as it's been more of Bulldogs defense than offense, but they have been taking advantage of all the offensive opportunities given to them by the Falcons. As Ayla Ray kicks it back out, Emma Bartlett hoists it up from deep three-point range. Could not get that one up and in. Maddie McCann fighting for the ball, does get it. Finds Zeta Cricky in the corner from 3. Could not sink that one either. Rebounded by Brandt and back out into transition. Grisdale now running, trying to get ahead of the Falcons. Grisdale just stops, pops, could not finish that one. Fighting for the rebound. And recovering it is Brandt. And the fake on the shot from Grisdale. Mid-range up and in. Are you kidding me, Jackie Grisdale? Untouchable right now. Jackie Grisdale on the miss was able to find the ball again. Work to her spot. Makes the up and easy free throw line jumper. Another 2 points for the Bulldogs and a double-digit advantage. Maddie McCann could not find the bottom of the net for that one. Ayla Ray gets the rebound. Zeta Cricky tries to hoist it up. Puts it up and puts it in. And that was, I believe, a 3-point bucket. It was. Zeta Cricky sinks in a 3-point bucket, a much-needed bucket for the Fitch Falcons. 15 seconds and ticking in this first quarter of play. Jackie Grisdale has the ball. She drops, now steps back, driving on McCann all the way up. Could not finish the bucket. Rebounded by the Fitch Falcons. Lady Falcons running a transition. Stolen away, though, inside. Jackie Daniels up and no, could not finish it. Quick steal at the end of the quarter and could not finish it was Jackie Grisdale. From Daniels to Grisdale, and Grisdale could not finish it at the rim. But nonetheless, a fast-paced, action-moving game right now. We have the Bulldogs up 14-7 against the Fitch Lady Falcons, and we will have that second quarter more after a quick break here on ysnlive.com.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Welcome back, everyone, as we are gearing up for the second quarter of action between the Fitch Lady Falcons and the Lady Bulldogs of Poland. And Brandon, let's talk about what the Lady Bulldogs did extraordinarily well. Talk about their transition game and just the defense that they posed against the Lady Falcons in that first quarter.
Oh, they ran out in transition great ahead of the Falcons. Easy layups, quick possessions. Not many jump shots either. Quick cuts to the basket has been their name in the game for them. In tremendous defense, of course, staying in front of the Falcons and holding them down to 7 in the first quarter.
As Grisdale will start out with the ball. Grisdale, they put Chelsea Wheeler on her. Grisdale, shake and bake, here she goes. She kicks it out to the wing. 3-point shot, hoisted up and in. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? That's Morgan Kluchar. As Kluchar puts up a 3, they're gonna call it a 2. Looked like it was, her foot was beyond the line. 16-7 though, the Bulldogs lead it. And they get the ball back. Kicks it back out. Jackie Grisdale with the fake. Steps to her left. Now kicks it inside. Trying to go shot up. No good with the foul, though. I believe that was on the floor. As that was Kluchar who got fouled. I believe that was on the pass. We'll see. And they will be inbounding are the Bulldogs. Goes inside, makes one single move, puts it up and in with the foul. This time Ella Harrell with the bucket. And they're very good at just that quick strikeability are the Lady Bulldogs, Brandon. And it just seems like the Lady Falcons just cannot keep up with them right now.
They're just executing tremendously right now on offense, honestly. I mean, great cuts and great layups.
As Harrell puts up her free throw, puts it up and in on her high arcing free throw shot, and it's a 19-7 Lady Bulldog lead as they jump out to even more of a run here to start the second quarter. 5-0 run to start. And Zeta Cricky gets the ball. She's going to be bringing it up. Hands it off to Maddie McCann. It's Kara Perrone now with the ball. Perrone tries to get it to Cricky. couldn't find Creaky cleanly. She does get the ball back. Creaky gets blocked from behind. No, they're going to call it a foul from the back. And Creaky, I believe that was in the act of shooting. She'll go to the line for 2. What do the Falcons have to do, Brandon? Because obviously the points where the Bulldogs are killing them are in that transitional game. What do the Falcons have to do to try to slow this game down and get it back to their tempo and their pace of play? As we see Creaky sinking that first free throw in.
Well, definitely they need to make their shots, Ty. I mean, if you're going to take it, you need to make it, and it needs to be a good shot on the floor also, in a good spot. And also, I mean, getting down in the paint and getting these free throws, as we see the 2 for 2 there, go to the line, force them to foul you, get them in foul trouble, slow down the game a bit.
As we see, the Falcons have taken a lot of three-point shots in this game so far. So far in the first half of play, only have converted 1 from distance. As Brandt tries to find it inside, off the hands, I believe last touch, they're going to call it off of the Bulldogs. Falcons get it back. And this is where another area where the Falcons have to take advantage is the Bulldog turnovers, because there's not many of them. They play a very clean game of basketball, do the Lady Bulldogs. So when you get those turnovers, you have to take advantage of them.
Absolutely. I mean, you need to, especially the Falcons right now.
As Perrone to Creaky. Creaky finds Wheeler. Wheeler cuts to her right now, back to Perrone. Perrone gets traveled. No, they don't call a foul. That's going to be a travel. She tried to go through the 2 defenders.
And what's interesting, if you could see it there, I mean, they leave a player out in the corner. They leave someone specifically out in the corner, and they run the zone and just force the double team pressure one way towards the ball handler.
Try to find the pass. They get it to Grisdale with the pump fake. She backs up, 3-pointer up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Coming down with it, that one is Harrell. As Harrell kicks out, Brandt with the drive all the way up and in, no good but the foul. And very good with, I mean, all the Lady Bulldogs, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, the first move is almost never a shot with them. It's always a fake out move. And all of them do an incredible job of selling the move, because the Lady Falcons have been biting on them all night long.
Yeah, they're very afraid of the jump shot right now. But, I mean, they should be afraid of the drive just as much. I mean, they've driven more than they've made. Jump shots, that is.
As Brandt sinks her first free throw at the line, 20-9 lead over the Lady Falcons. 6:16 left in the first half of play between the Poland Bulldogs and the Fitch Falcons. And she goes 2 for 2 at the line. I don't think the Bulldogs have missed a free throw either.
I believe you're right there.
As Jocelyn Jordan checks in for the Lady Falcons, Kara Perrone will be inbounding. Trying to find somewhere to go. Finds Henning. Back out to Perrone. Perrone trying to bring it up, and the full court press is on, and it is giving the Falcons all sorts of fits. They're going to need to try to get ahead of it. Jocelyn Jordan kicks it out. Kara Perrone sets her feet. 3-pointer up. No good. Rebounded for Jordan. Jordan tries to get it back out. Tipped. Stolen away. Beautiful steal by the Lady Bulldogs. Could not finish. Nice block on the opposite end. That was Kara Perrone with it, but they just reset, put it up and put it in, and never a panic as Klukar this time with the 2-point bucket, 23-9. Trying to go all the way is Creaky. Creaky up. No good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Running back in transition now. That is Daniels. Daniels to the wing. Goes inside. They try to... No, traveling violation. She tried to go a little bit. She wanted to do her fade away or just do a turnaround J. She couldn't really get her feet set for it. Shuffles them a little bit too much. Jocelyn Jordan was covering. And yet another turnover, though. I believe only the second turnover, though, for the Bulldogs. As that was Klukar who committed that turnover. But she answers immediately with the steal. Up and in. Too easy. And Brandon, I mean, how can you beat a team like this that is just so composed are the Lady Bulldogs? Yes. It doesn't matter if they make a mistake. It's almost like they immediately forget about the mistake and they just correct it on the next play. And I mean, it's a product of great coaching, first off. I mean, doing a great job coaching the Lady Bulldogs. But I mean, also, it's just the players are just so mentally tough, too.
Right. I mean, you can tell they've been drilled and coached so well. Running great offense out here and great defense, just playing tremendous basketball all around, and really decisive offense out there also.
As we saw too on that steal, we saw that Abby Farber got the steal. I mean, they couldn't finish in transition. What do they do? Get the offensive rebound, swing it out. They get it to Klukar. Klukar just makes the cut, puts it up, and puts it in. And then again, Klukar with the travel down low. What does she do? Immediately gets a steal, goes all the way, coast to coast, up and in. I mean, it's correcting your mistakes immediately on the floor and forgetting it. And I mean, that's a product of Coach Blanche's coaching for this Lady Bulldogs team. As now the Lady Falcons are going to have some work to do as they've dug themselves already in a pretty deep hole, down 16 with 5:13 left in the second quarter. Jocelyn Jordan hoists up a mid-ranger, could not sink it, but running in transition again. This is Daniels. Daniels stops, pump fake, shot is up, could not finish that one at the rim. Running in transition, Zeta Creaky. Creaky's trying to get ahead of the Bulldogs. Creaky could not find it, has to kick it out to Henning. Henning with the three, up, no good. Soars over the rim, she stepped out of bounds. Ayla Ray did when she tried to save that ball. And the Lady Bulldogs get it back. And it seems like the Lady Falcons keep playing into the scheme the Lady Bulldogs want them to play into, Brandon. They want them to go down and try to take those quick shots. You're not going to match the Lady Bulldogs in transition buckets right now. The Lady Falcons need to get some sort of half-court offensive set rolling for them right now if they want to find success against this team.
Well, they're running grade zone, and they're not making them pay for running the grade zone either and leaving players out there.
As now Creaky with the ball. She kicks it out to Henning. Henning rolls out to her right, kicks it to Cara Perone with the three, up, no good. And the Lady Falcons trying to thrive from distance, but the old saying goes, you live by the three, you die by the three. And as Klukar with another bucket, up and in, 27-9, Lady Bulldogs lead it. As Henning trying to find the pass goes to Ayla Ray. Ayla Ray again trying to find the pass back out to Henning. And again, the Lady Bulldogs playing such a good zone defense, and they'll full court press you from time to time. But I mean, right now, just doing an incredible job. Jocelyn Jordan tries to hook that shot up, no good. Zeta Creaky, smallest girl on the court. Creaky able to get that offensive rebound up and in. Falcons get their second bucket of the quarter. 3:30 left in the half.
Someone needs to do it, Di.
As Grisdale shot up and in, are you kidding me? As Grisdale with the turnaround spin move, Jay up and in from free throw line distance. She puts that one up and in. Jocelyn Jordan now to Perone. Perone out to Henning. Henning trying to find a pass, but the Lady Bulldogs right there. Perfect defense, and they go to double her and stolen away. Klukar has the ball, but Henning gets it back. And we'll see what that call is. Whistle blown. And that was on the Bulldogs. I'm not sure who they called that one on. But nonetheless, the Lady Falcons, I believe, keep possession as Maddie McCann will check in for the Lady Falcons, as well as Emma Bartlett. Zeta Creaky will be inbounding. Creaky to McCann. As Maddie McCann to Creaky, fakes the three, now back out to McCann. McCann finds Bartlett. Bartlett to the corner. That's Ayla Ray inside Jocelyn Jordan. Out to Creaky. She steps back. Three-pointer up. No good. Rebounded by Jocelyn Jordan. Tried to get it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched, I believe. Let's see. I believe they called that off last touch by the Lady Bulldogs, and it is. Maddie McCann will be inbounding for the Lady Falcons. 2:44 to go in this first half of play. Emma Bartlett has it, but had to fight to keep the ball. Zeta Creaky now back out to Jordan. Jordan kicks out. Now Maddie McCann with the three up, rattles around, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Bulldogs, and they're running back in transition again. They step into a three, no good. Rebounded though, second chance opportunity blocked by Jocelyn Jordan. Goes out of bounds, last touch by the Falcons off of Jocelyn Jordan's block, and the Lady Bulldogs keep possession. But boy, oh boy, does this Lady Bulldog team run so quickly in transition and get to their spots and unafraid to take shots from anywhere. And they're pretty consistent from anywhere they take shots, as that three is hoisted up, no good. That was Grisdale, could not find the bottom of the net on that one. Maddie McCann now trying to run the Falcons in transition. Stolen away, and a beautiful steal by Farber. Farber kicks it to the corner. Back inside to Farber. She goes inside. Blocked, though, by Jocelyn Jordan. And Jocelyn Jordan needs to establish more of an inside position defensively like that. If you want to keep the Lady Bulldogs out, you want to force them out to that perimeter, you're going to have to, establish a presence inside like that.
Absolutely. It's going to be better than the 60% to 70% shot they're going to take from 5 to 10 feet.
And another inside cut and another block by the Lady Falcons, and they're going to have to shut down those inside shots of the Lady Bulldogs to try to work their way back in this one. You'll live with them taking and making threes because, if you're going to force them out from there, if they're going to make them, they're just going to make them as Maddie McCann finds Emma Bartlett. Emma Bartlett with the cut. Chelsea Wheeler now with the ball. Wheeler tries to get it to Maddie McCann, almost stolen away by Farber. She hits the ground, tries to get it, but it's stolen away. Kickball violation called, though. I believe that was on the Lady Bulldogs, goes to the Lady Falcons. And you got to be clean with those passes too, Brandon. It's just that's where the Lady Falcons have been struggling so far in this first half is working that ball around the perimeter and working it in between players right now because the Lady Bulldogs are, swarming all over them right now and really can't find any inch of space. And again, another steal. Klukar up and in, and she has been doing this all night long, Brandon. 20-point lead, minute and a half to go in the first half of play.
I think part of it's just, being careful with the ball, but not as much as, taking risky passes. It's as much as, telegraphing where those passes are going because the Falcons are staring at where they need those balls to go instead of, having a little trickery about it. And the ball hawks that are the Bulldogs are just completely snatching the ball out of the air.
As Maddie McCann works it to Emma Bartlett. Emma Bartlett right on her was Brandt. Now Creaky with the three. Up, no good. Rebounded by Klukar. Works it now. That's Brandt. Kicks it back out to the corner. Wing three is up. Rattles around, no good. Rebounded by Wheeler. Wheeler gets it to Bartlett. 43 seconds on the clock in the first half. Emma Bartlett finds Jordan. Jocelyn Jordan trying to drive inside. Has to go out to McCann. Maddie McCann finds an open seam shot up. Could not finish at the rim, and those are the ones you're going to have to finish too when you have those opportunities. Now running back in transition, Farber kicks it out too. That is Forsyth. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Farber. Out and up, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Chelsea Wheeler comes down with it, almost loses it. She does lose it, but a foul is called. I believe that was on. Let's see. I believe Klukar picked it up. Let's see. I believe they are. Yes, they are calling it on Klukar. Foul on her. 13.7 seconds left to go in the second quarter of play. Falcons will have it and presumably hold it for the last shot of the quarter. As Chelsea Wheeler with the ball and could not find Zeta Creaky, who was open in the corner. Maddie McCann now has the ball, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Jocelyn Jordan hook shot up, rattles it around, no good, and gets the rebound, and that'll do it, though, for the first half of play as the Lady Bulldogs holding a 20-point advantage over the Lady Falcons, score 31-11. And Brandon, they're not one of the better teams in the area for nothing, are this Lady Bulldogs team, and they didn't get the 5-1 for nothing either, as the Lady Bulldogs have jumped the Lady Falcons. And what are they going to have to do to try to respond in the second half?
They're going to need to get down their sets really, really good. They're going to need to set up their offense and make the shots they're taking, not be too flustered when they get covered up by that stifling defense that the Bulldogs are bringing, and probably run faster. They're just going to need to be quicker than the Bulldogs and stay ahead of them, but that they haven't been able to do tonight.
And of course, we will have that second half of action. Will the Lady Falcons be able to come back with this 20-point deficit, or are the Lady Bulldogs going to continue their dominance against the Lady Falcons? We'll have that second half of action and more here live on ysnlive.com.
Baird Brothers remains your source for fine hardwood products. For the time being, we're open for customer pickup only on weekdays 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. till noon. Place your order online at BairdBrothers.com. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
The 4M Company, being an architect and construction manager for over 40 years, has had the opportunity to use many different electrical businesses for our projects. The depth, quality, and knowledge and attention to detail displayed by Dickey Electric makes them stand out above all the rest.
For state-of-the-art expertise and a timeless commitment to our customers, contact Joe Dickey Electric. We are everything electrical.
Hello, I'm Greg Burbick with G. Burbick Farms. For the last 100 years, my family has farmed in Columbiana and Mahoning counties. I began raising cattle in 1996 with the goal of providing a better product for you and your family on the dinner table. Our grass-fed and grain-supplemented Black Angus beef are raised with no hormones, steroids, or antibiotics. We're known for our hometown-friendly service and incredible tasting products. We're locally owned and have customers across the tri-state area. Our products go from our farm to your family. Stop by our farm on New Buffalo Road or visit us on the web at gburbickfarms.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. G. Burbick Farms, it just tastes better.
With Myers Family Insurance, your local Medicare and retirement resource. We're excited to have sports back. Whether you're on the field or cheering from the stands, sports unifies communities and brings hope for the future. We're all one team working together. At Myers Family Insurance, we know the importance of a great team.
Our team continues to grow to help you with your Medicare and retirement needs.
The annual election period is October 15th through December 7th. Now's the time to make sure your plan continues to meet your needs for the upcoming year.
Call today.
Armstrong Local Programming has always delivered an exclusive and unique perspective on the very best events your region offers. High school sports, community events, parades, all your favorite shows from Armstrong are now calling the Neighborhood Channel their home.
Watch Out and About, Locally Speaking, and many other great local shows right here on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel.
Find out everything that the Neighborhood Channel has to offer at ArmstrongNeighborhood.com. Spirit, town pride, local communities. Welcome to the neighborhood.
2020 will be a season like we've never seen before, but 21 Sports and YSN will be there for every key moment. The plays, the players, and the stories that will headline this season. Delivered by 21 Sports and YSN.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Myers Family Insurance knows the importance of a great team.
Our team continues to grow to help you with your Medicare and retirement needs.
The annual election period is October 15th through December 7th. Now's the time to make sure your plan continues to meet your needs for the upcoming year.
Call today.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Rain will come and go tomorrow. There'll be some dry intervals.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Hi, this is Zell Bush from WRS Wealth Advisors and proud Poland alumni, class of 1986.
With our combined 70 years experience, WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning.
Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown is going the extra mile. With the largest inventory of new 2020 Chevrolet vehicles, your journey to a better vehicle starts at the Mahoning Valley's #1 new car dealer, Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown.
Welcome back as we are going to be momentarily resuming second half action between the Poland Lady Bulldogs and the Austintown Fitch Lady Falcons. And Brandon, we saw the Lady Bulldogs jump out and maintain a 20-point lead heading into halftime, holding the Lady Falcons to just 11.7 in the first quarter, 4 in the second. And I mean, we talk all the time about this Lady Bulldogs offense and how good they're running in transition, but speak on their defense right now, holding the Lady Falcons to just 11 and a half.
I mean, they're playing a tremendous push, full court press. And it's just flustering the Falcons so much, especially in the first quarter. I mean, we saw that trap them on the baseline most of the time, let them get down the floor, but they get the turnovers more than they didn't.
As the Lady Bulldogs have gone on a 5-game win streak after losing to Salem in their first game of the year. The last game, actually, 43-36 win. That was on the 23rd of December at Indian Creek. Falcons, of course, off of back-to-back losses to Mooney. Their last loss came at it was in Fitch to Mooney, and that final score in that game was 53-42. That was on the 21st of December. Maddie McCann tries to work it to Emma Bartlett. Emma Bartlett now tries to swing it out to Creaky. Creaky finds a seam, finds Emma Bartlett. Emma Bartlett tries to drive inside, running floater up, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Bulldogs. As Jackie Grisdale, as Maddie McCann is covering, works it to the corner. That's Brandt. Brandt works it back out, and I mean constant moving from all the Lady Bulldogs as you see as Grisdale has the ball back now. Jackie Grisdale, shake and bake, hands it off now, pass, three-pointer up and in, Abby Farber with the three.
Boy, oh boy, are the shots falling tonight for the Bulldogs.
And just the shot creation ability of Grisdale, not only that, but her passing ability is par none, Brandon. She is just so good. She's just an extremely talented all-around player, one of the best in the area. As Maddie McCann makes a quick cut, works it to the corner, extra pass to Creaky. Creaky now drives inside, shot up, couldn't get the height she needed on it. Fight for the rebound. Jump ball is called, and it goes to the Lady Bulldogs on alternating possessions. As Grisdale will be inbounding. She'll bring it up now as Maddie McCann's going to meet her at half court. As Jackie Grisdale trying to go one-on-one with McCann. She drives her way inside now, hands it off to Klukar. Klukar with one quick move, rebounded though by Grisdale. Grisdale now driving to her right, tries to find a seam, and she hits the ground hard off of that. Off of the knee, it looked like, of Maddie McCann, and you hope she's all right. She does get back to her feet, but she hit the ground hard on that. Just the momentum and the force that Grisdale drives to the hoop with all the time. Lady Bulldogs do keep it on the foul, though. Inbounding will be Farber. Abby Farber works it to the corner. Grisdale tries to answer with a three immediately, could not get it. fight for the rebound, as it looks like there's going to be either a foul. No, yes, it's going to go to the Lady Falcons. Out of bounds is what they called it. Last touch by the Lady Bulldogs. Emma Bartlett will be inbounding. But you could just see just the competitive nature of Jackie Grisdale and how just talented she is. After immediately taking a hit like that, doesn't shy away from immediately taking a shot right after. As Jocelyn Jordan puts up the mid-ranger, couldn't find the bottom on that one. Second shot opportunity, up and in. Chelsea Wheeler able to find the bottom of the net. As Jackie Grisdale bringing it up, we're under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. Brandt has the ball. Grisdale made the cut. Brandt trying to drive on her own. Brandt finds the corner. Now driving inside, that is Harrell. Tries to work it back out to Brandt. Saving it is Klukar. Klukar, Jocelyn Jordan covering, hands it off to Grisdale. Grisdale trying to put the shake and bake again on McCann. She steps back, tries to go inside. Beautiful pass, couldn't find it though. As the pass was there, could have been grabbed by Klukar. That was between the legs, Brandon, and she's putting on a show right now, is Grisdale. As Maddie McCann to Emma Bartlett. Emma Bartlett bringing it up, looking for the screen, gets it to Jocelyn Jordan. Jocelyn Jordan to Creaky. Creaky back out to Jordan. Jordan trying to drive inside, hook shot up and in. She's been trying to work that shot in all night. She finally finds some success with it. Up and in for Jocelyn Jordan. 34-15, Lady Bulldogs lead it. 4:57 to go, and they try to go pass inside. Beautiful steal by Chelsea Wheeler, and great awareness to pick that one off. Maddie McCann loses the ball, though, to Jackie Grisdale. She's going to turn on the Jets. No, now she's going to stop. She's going to back up now, goes on the attack to her right. Shot up, no good, but the foul on Grisdale. She'll go to the line for 2.
Great ball handling by Grisdale.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, one of the better ball handlers we've seen, certainly both of us have seen in girls or boys basketball, I'd say, this season. I mean, as you saw, running in transition, able to stop on a dime at that wing and just repurpose her momentum to find a way to drive then to her right as she was driving to the left of the defender. Just an incredible ball handling ability from Grisdale. And of course, she sinks both free throws at the line, make it a 36-15 Lady Bulldog lead. As Emma Bartlett tries to work it inside. Beautiful pass to Chelsea Wheeler, and a foul on the opposite end sends Wheeler to the line for 2. 4:34 left in the quarter as Chelsea Wheeler will be stepping to the line for 2. But I mean, you're talking about, I mean, the Lady Bulldogs, Brandon, it's a very, defense creates offense for them. And that's been the story of this game. The amount of steals that the Lady Bulldogs have racked up here just in the first half alone, it's translated to so many transitional buckets. And you got to figure that's just, it's got to come with the Lady Falcons. They need to be cleaner with passing the ball. And it could be because they don't have that true point guard that is that Grisdale type ball handler that can really dish it out to her teammates.
Right. I mean, I'd kind of argue that the Falcons have a lot more role players than they have kind of like this one-on-one player that will go out and get you 20 and ball handle and pass. Great cut there.
Beautiful pass. That one to Harrell. Ella Harrell makes them pay on that with a beautiful cut off of her defender. 38-16, Lady Bulldogs lead it. As Jocelyn Jordan gets it out to Henning. As Chelsea Wheeler now gets it back out to Jordan, and a lot of perimeter passing as the Lady Bulldogs have done a tremendous job of forcing the Falcons out to the perimeter, forcing them to take a lot of threes and a lot of shots they have not been comfortable taking. As that shot unable to find the bottom, that was Zeta Cricky who tried to drive that one in. As Jackie Grisdale trying to put the shake and bake on Henning, now kicks it out. Beautiful wide open 3, up and in for Brandt.
Perfect. She gets the 2 defenders there to go with her.
Insanity.
And just passes out.
Insanity right now for Jackie Grisdale. I mean, just makes the right decision. High basketball IQ, if anything, Brandon. As a fight for the rebound off of the block. It looks like the Lady Falcons do come away with it. Hands it off to Creaky. It's tipped though. Jackie Grisdale has it. Running transition. Beautiful pass on the money. Up and into Brandt. Are you kidding me? Jackie Grisdale.
Boy, oh boy, Ty. What are we watching?
Oh, my goodness.
What a slaughter.
You'd figure her uncle is John Stockton with those abilities, Brandon. Oh, my goodness. With a steal, an immediate full court pass on the money. Jeez, oh, man. It just unbelievable. You sit here and you look in awe as one of the best players in this area of the Valley, and she just goes to work. I mean, that's all you can do. And it's a shame that we don't have full crowd capacity here because she puts on a spectacle of a show when she plays.
Absolutely. She would garner quite a performance of the crowd tonight.
As Chelsea Wheeler gets it to Jordan, as now Zeta Cricky with the ball. Going to look for some sort of screen. No, they work it inside to Wheeler with a beautiful cut inside. Wheeler was able to find that sliver of space, and she was able to take advantage of it. And you want to see Chelsea Wheeler go to that inside shots more. You want to see her shoot from those blocks, the left block, the right block. Between the blocks and the shoulders is where Chelsea Wheeler finds a lot of success. You'd like to see her shoot from there a lot more. Is now with the ball, that is Daniels. Daniels kicks it back out, though. And working it in as the Lady Bulldogs trying to burn some clock now. You figure they're going to still play hard, but with a sizable lead on the Lady Falcons. 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Tries to go all the way with it, getting fouled on the shot attempt. That was Sarah Forsyth, who goes to the line now for 2. As Zeta Creaky picks up her second foul, and going to the line, of course, is Forsyth. 2:14 to go in this third quarter of play. Lady Bulldogs have a huge lead over the Lady Falcons right now as Forsyth misses her first free throw at the line. As a 25-point lead stands right now for the Lady Bulldogs. As we see, checking in for the Lady Bulldogs, that is Katie McDonald, as well as Ayla Ray for the Lady Falcons. Second shot, no good. 0 for 2 trip at the line. Don't see many of those from the Lady Bulldogs tonight. As Ayla Ray to Henning. 2:05 left in the third. Chelsea Wheeler finds Perrone. Perrone trying to work it. They hand it off to Creaky. Creaky finds the corner. Ayla Ray with McDonald on her. Ayla Ray has to work it back out. Should have made the extra pass. You would think shot is up, no good. And you saw there, Kara Perrone, I mean, the Lady Falcons, it might be a moot point now, Brandon, down 25. But you'd like to see they do good things like that. They were open. They had the off-ball movement that they needed. They needed to make that extra pass, though, to Kara Perrone in the corner. As that mid-range up, no good. Second chance opportunity by Henning, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Bulldogs and back running in transition. As Zeta Cricky trying to work the ball off of her. No. Farber. Ayla Ray covering. Tries to go inside to McDonald. Chelsea Wheeler saves it. Tries to go to Ayla Ray. Farber fights for it. She does pry it out of the hands of Ayla Ray. We're at 1:03 left in the third quarter of play. 25-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Finds the corner. 3-point shot hoisted up and in. Ava Nicolaitis puts a shot up and in. And another 3 for the Lady Bulldogs, 46-18. As Henning, 39 seconds to go in the third, to Creaky. Creaky tries to go inside, extra pass made, beautiful pass to Ayla Ray, could not finish at the rim. But that's what we're talking about, what you want to see from the Lady Falcons is making that extra pass, because you can't, they're able to work it to where they have players open, you just need to make that extra pass.
And it's exactly that, Ty. They've been missing the extra pass a lot of possessions as the take just flies over the rim there. You just need to make those, though. I mean, they can get those. They've shown throughout the game that they can get those looks. They just can't even get those down.
As Ava kicks it out now, that is Farber. Farber working it on Henning. 8 seconds and taking in the third. Farber tries to go inside, picked off by Wheeler. They got 4 seconds to try to get a shot up. Chelsea Wheeler, deep floater, up and in. Oh my goodness, what a shot by Chelsea Wheeler from almost a 3-point line floater that was up and in. She was able to sink that one, and I believe it was a 2. No, they're going to call it a 3. She put that floater up in from distance.
Jeez,
if she could get that shot working, if she could put that up about 10 more times.
Well, they're giving them the space, the Bulldogs are to the Falcons. They give them the space for the shots. They just haven't capitalized
Well,
on those
that's the
positions.
problem, too. I mean, the Lady Falcons, and we've said it, too, we've alluded to it before, they're playing right into the way the Lady Bulldogs want them to play. I mean, you see the Lady Falcons, the Lady Bulldogs started getting ahead on transition, the Lady Falcons got flustered. They tried to do the same thing, and you're not going to do the same thing to these Lady Bulldogs because they're just so quick. They run in transition, and they defend well in transition. That's just the name of the game.
Absolutely.
And those buckets are going to have to come from those half-court sets. But problem is they're having trouble penetrating against Lady Bulldogs defense. Like you said, Brandon, they're working them out to the line, and it's a matter of you just need to make your threes then.
Absolutely, and they just haven't been making them pay. I mean, they've been leaving them. We've seen the girls in the corners, calling for the shots. They just haven't made that pass. Again, like we've said before, it's just getting down that kind of anxiety out there, it seems like. Can't be so flustered against this team, although they're playing fantastic.
As of course, I mean, we've seen the Lady Bulldogs utilize a zone defense primarily. They've gone to full court press a couple of times tonight when need be, but they mostly utilize a zone. And that's the thing with zone. It's designed to push you out beyond the line.
Right.
And you have to make threes to try to beat the zone. And if you're not making threes, then the zone is going to be working to a disadvantage for your offense. As Kara Perrone gets it to McCullough, now to Henning. Finds the corner. Ayla Ray trying to drive on McDonald. Tries to do a spin move. Now back out to Henning. Now to Kara Perrone. Perrone tries to drive inside. Has to back it out to Henning.
And you see they just get bunched up there in the corner. Not enough movement across the court.
You'd like to see, even in that scenario, if you're going to pass and you're that close, you'd like to see maybe a screen set. Prevent any sort of coverage to come that way.
Right. I mean, if you're standing there and there were three of you there, at least one of you, or even set a double screen if you can get that kind of coordination down.
And they do work it to Ayla Ray, missing the shot, though, as she was open, but going all the way. Tries to go shot up, no good, blocked. Last touched by the Lady Bulldogs off the hands of Brandt. Lady Falcons get it back. But, I mean, the Lady Bulldogs, I mean, we came in and we were, I mean, it was well aware that this is a David versus Goliath kind of matchup right now with how good the Lady Bulldogs are this year. I mean, they've worked this program, a lot of seniors too. I mean, just on the program itself, Lady Falcons are kind of in a transitioning phase. They're trying to rebuild. A lot of younger talent on this team. But, I mean, the Lady Bulldogs have just showcased why they are one of the best girls basketball teams in this area. As now Lady Bulldogs getting it in. That's McDonald. McDonald with a beautiful reverse layup up and in. The moves underneath the basket.
My goodness, what an up and under move there. High off the window, too.
As Katie McDonald, like you said, Brandon, high off the glass and putting it up and in. Beautiful reverse layup. Ayla Ray could not finish the bucket as Perrone gets it back.
She is a large body down there. It's going to be hard to drive on her.
Perrone, second chance opportunity. That's Sundiak. And the Lady Bulldogs get it back. Beautiful transitional pass up. Could not finish it was Brandt. Brandt could not pry it from the hands of the Lady Falcons. Ayla Ray kicking it out to Henning. Henning, mid-range J up. No good. Rebounded by McDonald. As Katie McDonald with another rebound here in her short minutes that she's gotten. Ava trying to make that extra move, has to kick it back out. Three-pointer is hoisted up, could not finish it. Rebound, though, by Brandt, up and in. And there to grab yet another offensive rebound are the Lady Bulldogs, and it's a 50-21 lead, 5:15 left in the fourth quarter of play. As now Lady Falcons. I mean, in this type of this play, I mean, you are still playing great competition. You got to try to figure out some sort of scheme that works out for you. Try some things here and, try to get some sort of offensive flow that you could take into games in the future now.
Absolutely, and you're going to look to your coaching staff, Coach Schnernberger, and really kind of grind out the kind of basketball mindset right here. Like, is that a shot you should be taking? Those kind of running jumpers on a larger defender. And how to kind of stop that in transition. It's going to be difficult. It's going to take a lot of coaching and drilling, you know, filling your lanes in transition and kind of understanding what players can do what.
Absolutely. And what we see, too, the Lady Falcons put such a high emphasis on, I believe it's the defensive rebounding, and I
Yes.
think that's the problem. You see them all bunched up in as we see another steal away, and that is Brandt again up and in. Could not finish it, though.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
As that is one you want to try to finish. Those are the easy ones. As Ayla Ray gets past McDonald, tries to go with a floater shot up, no good. Believe there was a foul. No, it just goes out of bounds. I believe goes to the Lady Falcons. But nonetheless, Brandon, yes, it's going to come down to you just got to figure out transitionally wise to try to stop those buckets. And the Lady Falcons have had trouble against it. We saw it against Mooney as well, and we saw it against West Branch too early in the year, their first game of the season. It's the transitional buckets the Lady Falcons have had trouble against, as Ayla Ray does put up a great shot there, though, with coverage in her face. Katie McDonald, right in her face, as Ayla Ray was able to find a beam of light to put that bucket up and in. They work it to McDonald. McDonald tries to get the shot up, gets tipped out of her hands as they put, I believe, 2 or 3 defenders on her.
Oh, yeah.
As Zeta Creaky working it on Daniels. McCullough now to Creaky. Creaky tries to get to the mid-range, shot up and in. Beautiful shot by Creaky. And Creaky is one of the talents for the Lady Falcons that she's so unique because of her height and her size. Very, very small player. But she's able to use her quickness to her advantage. She does a great job of finding those little beams of spots in the floor, mid-range area a lot. She's really good from those mid-range shots. She's really good from those floaters, is Zeta Creaky. And might be someone you want to kind of turn to more for your shots, as she's been one of the more consistent scorers week in and week out for this Lady Falcons team.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, usually she has the long ball falling for her, which is just an incredible plus for this team, but no one on the team could seem to get that down tonight. A fight for the ball there.
It's going to be a jump ball. Lady Bulldogs keep it. As Leanne Williams came down with it, but a fight for the ball immediately.
But that floater can be deadly for Creaky.
As we've seen, I mean, maybe you want her taking more shots as the three-pointer up and in. Jeez, oh man. Every chamber is filled right now, Brandon. You're just firing away on all cylinders as another 3 for the Lady Bulldogs, and it's a 30-point Bulldog lead. Ayla Ray tries to respond off of back iron. No good. Fight for the rebound, hitting the ground hard as Leanne Williams pops right back up to her feet. Lady Falcons do keep it, though. 2:34 left in the 4th quarter of regulation.
Dang, does it sound like they fall hard in here, Ty?
It could be just the way that the gym is designed too. It's a box. I mean, very nice stadium though. This Bulldogs, the Bulldogs have here. This gym's very nice seating, and just a very nice all around gym for the Bulldogs for sure.
Oh yeah, the home seating is great. It's like stadium seating. I love it.
As now Lady Bulldogs look to close this one out. Tries to go all the way is Daniel. She gets fouled. I believe that was on the shot. Let's see if they call it that. And it was. Daniels will go to the line for 2. Ariana Daniels. And she's been a great addition too. I mean, off the bench, I mean, just they have so many great players on this Lady Bulldogs team. So many young teams. This is a team that's going to be good for years to come, Brandon.
And we're going to love watching them too.
Checking in is Perrone. 2:20 left. Lady Bulldogs leading at 56-25. Second shot up from Daniels is good, and it's a 57-25 lead for the Lady Bulldogs. As Creaky as the ball gets it to McCullough. McCullough to Perrone. Perrone hands it off to Creaky. She hoists up a 3. Could not get that one to fall short off front iron, but she is usually, like you said, Brandon, one of the probably the most consistent three-point shooter on this team. She's usually in the area, just not finding the bottom of the net. But I mean, almost every time, it's never like a wayward shot. It's never like she's not one that air balls very often or misses the rim completely. She's always right around the rim on those three-point attempts.
Oh yeah, she has a tremendous stroke from down out, but she just can't seem to get it falling, and none of the Falcons can.
As Ariana Daniels, oh my goodness.
Everything's falling for the Bulldogs tonight.
As Ayla Ray tries to answer with a 3. Zeta Creaky will get fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. And she does a great job, too, of just getting rebounds. We've seen Zeta Creaky she gets those rebounds down low, and she's one of the shortest players on the court every time. We saw it earlier, too. I believe it was in
the putback basket she had.
Second quarter, right down here on the opposite end. She was able to get an offensive rebound, and, I mean, we talk about it all the time, too, Brandon. I mean, rebounding, yeah, you know, height helps, and, of course, size helps, but, I mean, it's truly more about positioning than anything.
Oh, yeah. If you're in the right position, you're going to out-rebound everybody. I mean, but if you're taller, it's going to help you tremendously also.
As Creaky gets 1 of 2 at the line. Daniels bringing it down. We're at 1.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Daniels bobbing and weaving in and out of defenders. Kicks it to the corner. 3 up and in. Another shot. Forsyth puts it in. Falcons came into the Bulldogs' yard and got bit tonight, Brandon, as it's a 62-26 lead for the Lady Bulldogs. As a shot from Sendiak tries to go up as Katie McDonald gets the rebound. Ariana Daniels has it. 1:02 minutes left in this game. Daniels working it on Creaky. Daniels to the corner. That's Leanne Williams. Leanne Williams tries to get shot up. Does not get the foul called that she was looking for. Out of bounds. Lady Falcons get it back. Under 1 minute to go. 54 seconds actually on the clock on the dot. 62-26. Lady Bulldogs lead it. But boy, oh boy, Brandon, one of the most complete games I think we've seen from any single team this year have the Lady Bulldogs played. And I mean, I'm talking from first to fourth quarter, all 32 minutes that this team has played. I mean, very limited on mistakes. I mean, relatively as close as you can get as to almost a perfect game of basketball the Lady Bulldogs have played tonight.
So yeah, besides for those 3 or so turnovers, I mean, they played tremendous basketball on both ends of the floor.
As Zeta Creaky gets the ball stolen away, foul is called. I believe they do call that. That was on Forsyth. Yes, it was. Forsyth picks up the foul. 18.4 seconds to go in this game. Lady Falcons will have it. As Perrone gets it to Creaky. Creaky dribbling. Ariana Daniels on her. 13 seconds to go. Creaky gonna try to put the moves on her. Creaky tries to go all the way up. No good fight for the rebound. Coming away with it. Daniels able to hoist it out. No, stays with the Lady Falcons. She stepped out of bounds. 4.1 seconds to go. As the Lady Falcons most likely just gonna inbound it, and that'll take us to the end of this game. As Creaky gets it to Sendiak to Perrone. Perrone dribbles it up. 1 second to go. She hoists up a last second 3. Couldn't get it to fall. And that'll do it here in Poland High School as the Lady Bulldogs thrash the Lady Falcons. Final score of 62-28. And like we alluded to earlier, Brandon, might be the most complete game of basketball we've seen any one school play in any given night have the Lady Bulldogs played.
Oh my goodness, I would give it to them, absolutely. Just tremendous play on both sides of the ball. Made their shots, great cuts, great layups. And, you know, they take down the Falcons right away out here from the gate, really.
As, yeah, I mean, you want to give a player of the game tonight. I mean, you could give it to the whole Lady Bulldogs team. There's about 5 or 6 players you could go off of the Lady Bulldogs. I don't know, man. It's hard to give it to anyone other than Jackie Grisdale with her shot-making ability. I mean, that lead was able to get extended not only because of her defense, but because of the way she could create shots. She could create open looks. She could create passes. I mean, just a complete player for this Lady Bulldogs team.
Just an absolute creator, absolutely.
As one of the best, one of the better, I would say, basketball players in this area, and she definitely looks like she's going to have a bright future ahead of her for basketball. As far as that goes, though, the Lady Bulldogs do go to 6-1 now on the season after their first loss to Salem. They're on a 6-game win streak as the Lady Falcons' struggles continue. They fall to 0-4 on the game. Next time you want to catch the Lady Bulldogs, their next game is actually scheduled, I believe, for tomorrow night. That is the 29th of December, Tuesday. They're going to be playing against the Western Reserve Blue Devils. For the Lady Falcons, next game is going to be the next day on Wednesday, December 30th. They're going to be at Struthers to take on the Lady Wildcats. For our next broadcast with Brandon and Ty, you're going to catch us tomorrow. That's going to be Tuesday, December 29th. That's going to be boys basketball. It's going to be the boys Fitch Falcons against the Alliance Aviators. Tip-off on that game is at 7 o'clock. I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of the high school basketball between the Lady Bulldogs and Lady Falcons. I'd like to thank our owner, DJ Yoakley, to our GM, Steve Leslie, from my color commentator, Brandon Colangelo, and most importantly for all of you. You guys are what keeps this going. You fuel YSN and the fans, the parents. I mean, you guys are what gives these kids a spotlight to play on, and boy, did they perform tonight. So if you're out here in Poland supporting the Bulldogs, or if you're watching from afar with the Lady Falcons out in Austintown or wherever you may be in high school basketball, this is Ty Bartell bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
This broadcast stream is copyrighted by Yoakley Scott Corporation, LLC. Any other use of this telecast, any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without YSN's consent is prohibited.